Hey there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. It's time for our Monday night Q&A. Always glad to have you guys join me. I thought we would just go oldies but goodies in a sense, things that we see the most questions on. So last week we did drugstores, which is a fun place for everyone. And this week I thought we would go to mobile apps. This is where we get a lot of questions most Monday nights. How do we use this app, or what apps do I recommend? And mobile apps really are a great way to save a ton of money in the grocery store. What I want to emphasize though, before we start going through all of these great apps, is that these are like icing on the cake, but to me, they aren't standalone. So we still want to watch the sales, and most of these mobile apps can still be used with other coupons. That's where the bulk of your savings is. So we don't want to just go only mobile apps. We really want to look at kind of everything that's out there so that we can get this big picture savings rather than a little picture savings. So just to emphasize that before we dive in, but there are some great deals. So the first one, if you didn't catch this yesterday, just to get us started with something fun, I mentioned you can use paper coupons and mobile apps together. So anyone in diaper mode or not in diaper mode, you can get a pack of Love's diapers at Food Lion right now through tomorrow night for $1.99 a pack. If you don't have Food Lion nearby, you can go to Walmart, Target. It doesn't really matter where you go. It's $2.99 a pack at pretty much every other store. Love's is regularly $6.99 in most stores. That's just regular price, not on sale. We have a $2 printable coupon and a $2 mobile app from Checkout 51. So I get to pair those together. That's $4 off of one pack of diapers that normally only costs $6.99. So you see where that's going. This is a really good savings to pair the mobile app with the coupon, and even better with the sale, which is why Food Lion has the better price. Food Lion does have them slightly on sale for $5.99 this week, but most everywhere else $6.99 is the normal price for a pack of Loves. This may not even be your brand. They're $2.99. Donate them or have them on hand for that scary moment that you ran out of diapers. But just to give you that big picture of where we're going. So we're going to talk a few different apps tonight. They really all work the exact same way. So just the basic concept. Let's leave names out for a second. How do these mobile apps work? Almost every single one of them works by you going to the store, coming home with your really long receipt, and taking pictures of your receipt, and multiple pictures if that's what it takes, and uploading that to their app. Guys, this really isn't tricky. I shared last week the free Scotch expressions tape that Heidi shared with all of us on Monday night. We ran out on Wednesday night after church and grabbed some, and then I went by another Office Depot on Thursday and grabbed some more. I submitted those in the car, like the receipt's bumpy. It still worked. We still got all the money back. It's not, the receipt was clear. I don't want to emphasize that it was blurry in any way, but it took 2 minutes. The hardest part of all of it is that the Checkout 51 app can be slow if you don't have very good internet, but 2 minutes to submit that receipt. So don't let the submission part hold you back. It really is the most simple part of using these apps. You go to the store, you buy the item in the store. Hopefully you use a coupon. That Scotch Expressions, we had coupons for that. So you use coupons in the store, you come home and you submit that receipt. Now, if you did not get the deal at Office Depot, a lot of them are probably sold out by now, but I know that same tape, if you're curious as we talk about it, is 63 cents at Walmart using a $1 printable and the Checkout 51 mobile app. So just to give you another opportunity. So Kira, I'm not quite sure I know what your question is. Say, where's the best chip on sale this week? What kind of chip? So fill that in as to what you were looking for, Kira, and I'll gladly help you find the deal. Cindy says, my receipt's always so long. Yes, and they want from the top of your receipt all the way to the bottom. So my Office Depot receipts last week, they printed a couple coupons afterwards. I gave Checkout 51 all of that. So you got not only the receipt where we checked out, but all the extra savings that Office Depot tried to give us. Just keep taking pictures because I don't want you to reject it. But that's the basic concept. It really does. It takes 2 minutes to submit them to those mobile apps. Jenny asked a great question. Do you have to do something on the app before you buy? So it really depends on the app that we're talking about, Jenny. So some of them, no, I don't. So Checkout 51, I don't need to do anything whatsoever. Checkout 51, I'm going to go to the store, I'm going to buy it, and just upload a receipt. Ibotta, I need to come back or before I go, like take a little poll or learn a fact. You do not, however, have to do that before you go. With Ibotta, you could totally jump through their little tiny hoop after the fact. All that matters to them is that you bought it within this 7-day window. So with Ibotta, I actually could pull up their app and find a coupon today and have purchased it yesterday. That's fine as long as my receipt is within the last 7 days. So I do not have to jump through the hoops before I shop. The only reason to do that is that it does make it easier to submit in the end. So when I hit redeem in the middle of the apps, it's all in the same place on every single mobile app. It's that middle center button. When I hit that redeem button, then it's going to show me all of the coupons that I've already gone through and unlocked. So you definitely have to do them before you want to redeem it, but it just helps to kind of keep them organized for you, Jenny, if you do it before you shop versus after. But Checkout 51, you won't need to do anything at all. Saving Star, you will. So those are the three big ones, and we're kind of jumping around. Let's see. I think Ibotta seems to continuously have the same products. So Michael, Ibotta does have products that stick around for a really long time, but at the same time, they have a lot of new offers almost every single week, to the tune sometimes of 50 plus new offers every single week. So I know I've shared on a lot of Monday night calls that my mom helps me out, and Ibotta is one of the things that my mom types all those in. And trying to be the sweet daughter, I can't tell you how many times I've heard her just kind of be like, Ibotta is not her happy moment, because they are constantly putting out lots of new ones or changing dates and whatnot. A few things that you can do in the new Ibotta app, though, if you're frustrated by seeing a lot of the same things, I've done this anyway for me, is that you do have the ability to go into your account settings and hide alcohol and beer rebates, which for me just kind of clears up a bunch that I'm really not going to end up using in the end. So just get them all out of the way so that I can see the other ones. And I've also started with Ibotta pretty much primarily just using the search feature. So in iOS, and I wish I could tell you what these look like in Android, because every app is very different across Android and iOS. But in iOS, the bottom bar, the second button in is Find Rebates. And when you click on that, you can type in the search at the top, but you can also scan a barcode. So if you're in the store and you're just wondering, this is a better one because this is one that we've recently had. I'm in the store and I'm just curious, do I even have an Ibotta offer on that? You can scan the barcode on the back of the product with the Find Rebates button in Ibotta, and it will tell you whether or not there's a rebate for it. So they built it kind of mimicking Target Cartwheel app as an example, but it is a way to spot quickly what's there versus scrolling. And honestly, there's so many coupons in Ibotta, think towards the 400 to 500 number of offers, that you really can't process all of that on your phone. And you are going to see a lot of what they feature way more often than you're going to see all of the offers that are there. Can you black out your credit card info on the receipt? Kristen, no, they want that whole receipt with nothing blacked out. But honestly, your credit card info should just be the last couple of digits of your card number and nothing else. So if you still have receipts that have your whole credit card number there, that's kind of against just compliance in general with numerous federal laws. So hopefully most of your credit card information is completely already hidden, minus those last 4 digits. So you're okay. Kira, I will not miss you. So deals on potato chips this week. I always kind of focus folks to the item search on Southern Savers. But let's see, I'll type it in for you and try to tell you where the best deals are. We're also in a kind of holding pattern because you have one more day until the ads flip over. But if you use the item search and just type in potato chips, you're going to see, honestly, there's a brand that's buy one, get one at almost every single grocery store. And we have that exact same with the new ad starting Wednesday. You're going to find more brands that are buy one, get one. Everyone thinks that for Father's Day that you want to grill out. So lots of meat deals, lots of charcoal deals, and potato chips follow suit with that. So I think it's a dad should have to cook his own dinner for Father's Day, or maybe they just know that dads like to play with fire. I don't know, but potato chips are pretty much on sale lots of places. So look at the item search that's on Southern Savers. It's right on the top of the main site, or if you use the mobile app, it is the far bottom button on the left-hand side. So mobile app gives you a couple features that the mobile site hides and doesn't make it so easy to get to. So Heidi says, I have the hardest time with Saving Star submissions. Usually they get rejected and I either have to email them or keep submitting before they accept it in the end. Heidi, you're not the only one that's been having kind of some difficult times with them. The hard part with Saving Star is that they are wanting all of these stores to switch their receipts to show the manufacturer's coupons underneath the products. And for stores that they don't, it's almost like the computer can't read it because the computer is trying to read one type of receipt and we're all giving it another type. And so they're really struggling with some software back-end issues because of that. I would just hold tight. I know they're working on it. I know they're trying to upgrade and make some changes. So hopefully things will get better. And so Cheryl's got a really great point. Cheryl says, be careful. Some deals are only good at certain stores on Checkout 51. And Cheryl, that's actually a really great tip for lots of the mobile apps, Checkout 51 and Ibotta both. Tons of deals that are very specific. So one example right now that just popped up this afternoon, we have new $1.50 Ibotta offers on Gillette Venus and Gillette men's razors or disposables. It's $1.50 back. But right now we have $3 off printables. So you pair those together and you've got $4.50 off of a razor or a disposable razor pack. Makes for really good deals on the disposable razors. But that one is only good at Walmart. And we see a lot of offers, especially on Ibotta, that are only good on Walmart. I mentioned this in the past. The reason for that, Walmart requires that brands have a certain amount of their marketing budget that includes Walmart. So sometimes you'll actually see sponsored posts that I will write for Southern Savers. And for me, in a way, they're kind of weird, but they help to pay the bills. And they'll come and say, we want you to mention this really great coupon. There's one that I'm going to end up writing at the end of the month. I'll just give you a little heads up. We're going to get $3 off Tide coupons. They're actually going to be in the Sunday paper the weekend of July 1st. So get excited. It's not going to be just a go here and print it. It's going to be in the paper on the weekend of July 1st, a $3 off Tide coupon. Well, they've already asked me to write a post to push you to go to Walmart and use that coupon. Okay, I'll do it. It's helping them meet their contracted requirement with Walmart. Now, whether or not you want to go to Walmart and use it, I don't know. But that's the reason that with Ibotta, we end up with a number of Ibotta offers, a number of Checkout 51 offers. This was a Walmart only as well, that I have to go to Walmart to redeem those offers at. As they're just kind of checking a box. Yes, we marketed specifically for Walmart, and the mobile apps let them do that. So for some of us, if we want to get some of the big mobile app deals, we do end up having to be there. But there's a number of other deals that don't require a trip to Walmart. So I haven't been to Walmart in months. I can't really tell you the last time I went, and I'm okay with passing up on some deals, but if you're already out and about and they're going to give you $4.50 off a razor, you might as well, if you're already in the store, grab the razor and get the deal and use the mobile apps for sure. Okay, so one other thing that I want to mention, let's go specifically, yeah, and Misty has a good point too before I jump there. I guess actually let's just go Ibotta specifically to start with and then check out 51. And if you guys don't have any of these mobile apps, I can stick them all in the comments just so you can find them easier. But Ibotta is probably the one that has the most number of offers of the 3 major mobile apps that are there. Concept-wise, we've already gone over it. You're going to buy it in the store, use a coupon on the store, come home and submit it. Ibotta's made a few changes in the last few weeks to their mobile app. So if you haven't updated your app, you want to get the new version. The new app allows us to submit a receipt multiple times. So this one, for example, I could grab 2 Venus razors on the same receipt, and I will be able to get back $3 from Ibotta versus $1.50. Now the multiple submissions, they have a little tiny symbol that looks like you've duplicated a piece of paper. That's what the symbol is on that coupon. Not everything is a multiple submission, but honestly most of them are. So look for that little tiny symbol. It'll also say it if you click through to the page of just that rebate. But a lot of times we don't go and look at these specific pages on each rebate. So you'll look for your symbol. You know that it can be submitted on the same receipt multiple times, and you're good to go. So one other thing that Ibotta does, and Misty pointed this out in her comment, there are some stores that Ibotta works with exclusively through their store card. So Food Lion being one of those, I can load my MVP card number into Ibotta. I do not have to scan a receipt. It just knows what I've purchased. Food Lion does that same thing with the Savings Star app. So while I don't love Food Lion, I kind of honestly tend to rank them right on the same level as Walmart. They're great, but they don't do a lot. They are very easy to work with for mobile apps, so we'll give them that. They get like a little tiny tick mark in a column that nobody else has, but that's about it. So that is a fun perk, though, if you are a Food Lion shopper, to just make that slightly easier on yourself by loading in your MVP card number. You don't have to take pictures of your receipt to Ibotta and to Savings Star, just to make that. It's 2 apps that they work with, not just one. So Kira, the Lay's potato chips are BOGO at Publix through tomorrow. They are $1.99 at Kroger starting Wednesday. I'm not quite sure what stores you have, but those would be the big 2 stores in the South probably. Let's see. Oh, Cindy, how do I hide them? So you're asking, I'm guessing, about the hiding of the alcohol rebates. So go into your account. On the Ibotta app, it should be the far right-hand button in the Ibotta app. Go into your account, and then you should see a settings button. And in the settings button, you can hide beer and wine, and you can make other changes to your account as well. So kind of whatever you would like to do in there, you can make those adjustments, but beer and wine's in the list. Let's see. I sometimes forget and throw the boxes away and then remember that I have to submit my receipt and don't have the barcode. Evelyn, that is the tricky part as well. For me, sometimes I forget that I need to upload a receipt and my kids have already put it all away in the pantry. That is one of their chores that I love, even though it means sometimes I can't find food, even though I know I purchased it. So this is what I would recommend. I told you earlier that I submitted that tape receipt in the car. I submit my receipts in the car. So as we're unloading groceries in the back of the car, I will kind of start pulling out items that were on my shopping list and put them aside, and then kind of sit in the front seat and take pictures of things, look at barcodes, and be done with it before we even left the store, really. We're still sitting in the parking lot. A couple of reasons, not only so that I don't forget to scan barcodes, and you're not going to have to do that with Checkout 51, but with Ibotta and Saving Star, you are going to always have to verify the barcode. Ibotta's new app has made it where if you shop at Walmart, you do not, but every other store you do. So just make that part of your habit, that if I know that I bought 3 things that have rebates, that I pull all 3 of them, kind of the front seat, and I scan them really quick before we leave. That's one of the joys of car seats, guys. Babies are buckled in the back, and you can do really whatever you want in the front of the car, and they can yell about it, but we aren't leaving until Mama wants us to leave. But the other reason to do that isn't just to kind of not have to dig it back out of the pantry, but sometimes we see really, really high value offers that don't last very long. So if I go into the store, I bought it, and then I wait a couple of hours to submit it, it's gone. One of those examples was a while ago now, probably 6+ months ago. We saw $4 and $5 off coupons for Dove dry spray deodorant, Degree, and Axe dry spray deodorant, only at Walmart. I actually made a trip just to Walmart to use those because with coupons that we already had, it made all of them completely free. You just upload the receipt and you got all your money back. You even hit the $20 threshold that you needed so that you were good to get your money right back from Ibotta. Those coupons lasted maybe 3 hours and they were gone. So that's another reason to just get in that kind of immediate in the car. This is just part of the process before we drive away. And usually you've only got 2 or 3 to go through as well. So Kira, I'm going to put a link in for you, and that will just help you go straight to the item search on the potato chips, and hopefully that will help. But the link that I'm going to stick in the comments will help you see all the deals on potato chips right now, and then you can even change the date and put in the date on Wednesday and see all the deals that we already know about as coming up. Let's see. What's my opinion on swag bucks? So Brittany, swag bucks does not usually make my top 10 list if I were to give you one. The reason, they are great in theory, but most of us, myself in that most, and I know of others, cannot get it to work right. So I could be as far into Target as humanly possible. The app will never think that I'm in Target. It will tell me to go in Target so that I can earn actually I just got off on my own little thing, hearing swag bucks and answering you differently. So I'm answering you on Shopkicks, but we'll answer you on swag bucks in a second. So Shopkicks, just to answer anyone there, since that's what I was already going to, my brain must be just, I don't know. We're all in weird places tonight. Shopkicks is what I was just answering you on, though, not swag bucks. Shopkicks, when I go into Target, it never tells me that I'm there, never wants to give me the points, and I kind of gave up. The other reason that I gave up on Shopkicks, which is a mobile app, is that it kills your battery. It's always on. It's always trying to locate you, and I'm a little battery miser. I can't handle anything that kills my battery, so it's out of there as soon as that starts to happen. Now, your answer for swag bucks. My opinion on swag bucks is it is a great way to save for some extra little tiny gift cards. It is hard in the long run to earn a ton of points, but you can definitely earn some, and they have some extra ways for you to earn them too. The biggest way to use swag bucks is obviously to change your searching habits, to not use Google, but to use their search engine so that you can earn random swag codes as you're searching. And then to do some of their other, watch a video, take a survey, various things like that that earn you some more points. In the end, it's not going to turn into a ton. You know, you're not going to pay for Christmas with swag bucks, but it is a little bit of extra if you wanted to use that on a regular basis. Let's see. I bet you saw a lot of folks in Harris Teeter with coupons during Super Doubles. There were some very fun deals this Super Doubles, and they've gotten into a habit, guys. Folks always ask when the next Super Doubles will be. It's for the last few months always been that first weekend of the month. So I don't know whether that will include July, right at the July 4th holiday or not, but if it does, that's kind of what I would expect. Okay, so let's go back to Ibotta. Donna's got a good question to get us back on track. With Ibotta, or any of the mobile apps, in terms of this answer, Donna, will apply. But since we were in Ibotta mode, let's say you went to the store and you bought this and you bought this and we grabbed some other things. When you have $20 saved up, you can get it back through a PayPal deposit, a Venmo deposit, which is like PayPal, or gift cards. And you get to pick what you want. I always take the PayPal option versus getting it back in a gift card. I'd rather it back in cash. You can do that immediately, or you can leave it there for a little while. It's completely up to you. One thing that we do, I tend to leave it there and get it out around Christmas time. It's a good, easy way to have like a little Christmas slush fund that you're saving for. So doing that with Ibotta and with Savings Star. Checkout 51 is the one exception to how you get your money back. And when you hit that $20 threshold, they all have the same threshold, by the way. When you hit the $20 threshold with Checkout 51, there's a button that says mail me my check. So they mail you a real check. We're a little old school. That one I don't usually wait on. I just go ahead when I reach the threshold and have them mail it to me. An inside tip on Checkout 51. Occasionally they have bonuses. They're running one right now with Procter & Gamble products. Anyone that did the Sally Hansen fingernail polish deal, they ran a Sally Hansen bonus. Bonuses do not clear in Checkout 51 until Friday. So if I submit a receipt on Tuesday, and this actually happened to us last week, between all the tape and the Sally Hansen nail polish, we hit a $20 payout. Boom, we were done because all of those coupons reset. So Checkout 51, every Thursday morning, new coupons are loaded, and whatever is left comes back. You get to use it again. So I had gone to Walgreens on Monday and bought Sally Hansen. Well, come Thursday morning, I could buy more Sally Hansen. It's another $6 back in your Checkout 51 account. Well, come Friday, I had hit $20. I really hit $20 by Thursday night. If I asked it to mail me my check on Thursday night, then my little $1 bonus that clears on Friday is going to be left in my account. And now I'm going to have to wait to earn the $20 again to get the $1 bonus. So I would with Checkout 51, you don't have to, but just like a little inside tip, I would at least get in the habit of waiting until Friday evening, Friday afternoon. You'll see your bonus. You'll get an email when your bonus clears, and then submitting just in case, because you're going to be kind of bummed if you request a check and then you get a bonus back the very next day on something that you purchased. So Jessica says, what's that deal for Loves? So this is, to go back to it, it's at Food Lion or really anywhere, but Food Lion has Loves on sale for $5.99 this week. We have a $2 printable and a $2 Checkout 51. So it's $4 off. They're on sale for $5.99. You're going to pay $1.99 for a pack of diapers. Everywhere else, these are $6.99. So if you don't have a Food Lion nearby, it's $2.99 for you. That's a Checkout 51 offer, and the limit there is 1, so you can only get 1 pack of Loves that cheap, but it's still a super, super cheap pack of diapers. Can you use the same receipt on the same item on more than one mobile app? Yes, Ellen, you can. That's my favorite part of mobile apps. And it doesn't happen often, but we do see some overlaps. And when it does, it's a you should buy this kind of moment. One in particular that we have seen and kind of makes me want to check the database and see if it's still there, but we've had a Splashers coupon on both Ibotta and on Checkout 51. Let's see, yes. So right now, Pampers Splashers, which are their swim diapers, we have a $1.50 printable, we have a $2 Checkout 51, and a $2 Ibotta. So that's $5.50 off of one pack of swim diapers. It's a pretty good savings to pair all three of those together. They don't care or know that you have taken a picture of the same receipt and uploaded it to two different companies. They don't talk. So do that. Grab the swim diapers, if that's something you needed, and submit that receipt twice. You already have it lined up, so it only takes a second to open up a different app and take the same pictures. I wish that there was a way that you could just select the pictures, but with the app taking them, it doesn't save them to your photo roll. So you'll have to retake the pictures for both apps, but it just takes a minute and it's a whole bunch of extra savings on the exact same items. Let's see. And Jonathan's saying that they do have Amazon. Yes, so Ibotta just added Amazon today. A lot of you, if you've already had the Ibotta app, should have gotten a ton of pop-ups and emails and everything. Actually, right before we went live, Ibotta gave me a notification again to tell me. So yes, you can earn cash back through your Amazon purchases with Ibotta as well right now. And Evelyn, I'm glad, even though I went off on my random Shopkicks tangent, I'm glad I'm not the only one that has issues with Shopkicks. So Haley's question, I have a hard time getting the deals on groceries. I go to Southern Savers and I don't see a lot of coupon matchups with sales on grocery items. I've only been able to stock up on personal care. So Haley, in terms of Kroger, I'm not sure what paper you're getting, but I do know, especially these past 2 weeks with mega event items, we've had a lot of really good sales with that mega event and coupons that paired in with them. We don't always have coupons for every single thing that is on the list. But generally, and Kroger mega events are a rare exception, so I'll explain, but generally on any list that's on the site, any of the items that are listed are 40% off or more. So if you look at the Publix list or a normal Kroger list, and I see something, it may not have any coupons whatsoever on that particular list or on that particular item, but it's still 40% off or more. That's our goal. Now, a Kroger mega event is a little different, and since you specifically said Kroger, I just want to make sure I explain. So mega events require that you buy 5 participating items. And so to help folks with that, I actually will list all the participating items, and it's a really long list. Not everything in that list is a super crazy good deal, but most of them for Kroger are decent prices. That's the only promotion that Kroger does. They don't really run a lot of buy one, get one sales. They don't run a lot of other incentives, just mega events. So if something that you purchase is part of that mega event and Kroger is the only store you're going to shop at, this is the week to grab it. Coupon or no coupon, this is the week to grab it. Keep in mind too that even that mega event price is typically cheaper than the Walmart price, and Savings Catcher, if you're using the Walmart Savings Catcher app, will not apply any mega event savings because they view that as an in-store promotion, not a sale. So that would be the big thing to look for on the list. You may not have a lot of coupons for those grocery items, but they're still on sale. It's still a great time to grab them. And if all you did do was personal care though, just to kind of, I guess, encourage you a different way, the amount that hopefully you're saving on personal care opens up your budget to have more room for groceries. So that's what I even try to emphasize to folks that are going only organic or only grab produce and meat in the grocery store, which we don't have a lot of coupons for produce and meat. But if all I did was couponed in personal care so that I could pay next to nothing on those items, then that's so much more money that I have that I was spending on those items that I can now spend on other parts of the grocery store. So hopefully that helps a little bit to encourage you. Let's see. I just used curbside service at CVS for a deal that is on checkout 51. Is there a way that I could get a deal even though my CVS card was not scanned? I always forget that I have to scan from your app at CVS. So checkout 51 is not linked to your CVS card. Checkout 51, you're going to scan the CVS receipt. I have to confess, I've never used CVS Curbside. I want to, but the nearest one to me is about an hour and a half away, and that's a little on the insane side just to use CVS Curbside. So if they gave you a normal receipt, you're good to go to still use checkout 51. If they didn't, you could try to upload your email that they gave you, or whatever your confirmation was on the purchase, but hopefully you still have an actual receipt for it. Jonathan says, are there any deals on Coca-Cola? I saw a lot of Pepsi as I typed ads, and that's the hard part on Monday nights, is that my brain is already filled with what's coming. But let me check. Jonathan, you have Publix and Kroger, and there's nothing currently at either of those stores, but maybe we've got some stuff coming up on Wednesday. Coca-Cola 6-packs. The 6-pack bottles will be $1.99 at Kroger starting Wednesday. So that's a pretty decent price for 6-pack bottles if that's what you wanted to grab. Let's see. Maria, you know what? I did do a video on the new Ibotta app, and I realized I got it uploaded to YouTube, but it's still stuck in drafts on Facebook. So I will push that live tomorrow on Facebook. But if you want, you could pop over to our YouTube account and you would see the new video that we did. I made it just for you. You asked, and we sat down and filmed it. So it hasn't really changed that much, but we did go through the new app and where things were. Okay, and let's see. So Shanna is saying, or Kira, I guess, is responding to Shanna, but I finally got over the $20 after the Sally Hansen at Walgreens and got a bonus with 3,000 points. So I think the Sally Hansen helped a lot of us get our Checkout 51 checks last week, but we've got some other ones too. So one I wanted to mention to you guys, for anyone that colors your hair, there's a really good deal at Rite Aid. I just got it up earlier this evening, but if you head to Rite Aid through tomorrow, this is using Ibotta, but Clairol, nice and easy root touch-up, completely free after Rite Aid points, coupons, and Ibotta rebates. So we see a lot of fun deals because of the mobile apps, that if we were out and about, not saying you need to make a specific trip to Rite Aid, but if you're out and about and you're already going to head there, might as well grab them. They're completely free to you after those mobile apps. And that post in particular is up on the homepage of Southern Savers right now. So Michael is going to help us stay a little focused. What are the main mobile apps that help us save? So for me, Ibotta, which we've already talked about, Checkout 51, exactly like Ibotta, same exact concept, but really less hoops to jump through, and Saving Star are the three major mobile apps that we use on a regular basis. So those three apps you can use on top of each other if they overlap, or all by themselves, and they work at every store in your area. So I could go to Family Dollar, I could go to Walgreens, it doesn't matter, though we did mention earlier that some of the coupons can be store specific, so you might want to pay attention to where that particular coupon tells you you have to go, but a lot of them are not store specific, so I could go anywhere and still submit those receipts. So Kira is asking, how do we use Ibotta with Amazon? Ibotta has a lot of ways to earn cash back when you shop online. You're going to have to get in the habit of pulling up the Ibotta app and then clicking through to go to Amazon. It's just like you would earn that same cash back through Rebates or Shop at Home or one of the online cashback systems. It's the exact same concept. You're going to Ibotta first, clicking to shop at Amazon, and then you'll end up at Amazon. You'll shop the way you normally shop. But basically what it is that Ibotta is part of the Amazon affiliate program, and they're going to share their affiliate revenue with you. So they need you to go through their link first so that they can track what you've purchased and know how much to credit back in your account. That's all. And really, guys, that's only going to work if you're shopping on your phone. So if you're shopping from your computer, you would want to use a cashback site like Rebates or shopathome.com. There's a lot of them that are out there. And the cashback is not going to be super high. We're talking like 1% back on whatever you purchase from Amazon. For most of them, sometimes it's even nothing. It just depends on what Amazon's amount was that in terms of what they're going to give you back. Let's see. Is the mega event continuing? So no, Crystal, this is the mega event that's running. This is the second week for it already. So it's going to end tomorrow night. We have a little tiny mini mega event. That's what they're calling it in the new ad. And I actually already have the new Kroger ad up. So if you go to southernsavers.com/Kroger, you can see that it's on the second tab in and start to make your list. It's a short ad, and hopefully when we get to the store on Wednesday, we'll find a bunch of other participating items for that little mini mega event. But right now, it's not super fun. It would be a Publix week for me if I was a Publix Kroger person. But Kroger in my world is very far away. And I mentioned the new Ibotta video. My husband was very sweet and stuck a link in the comments for you, Maria. So you can go and watch that if you want as soon as we're done. Karen asked, what do I think about Receipt Hog? So Receipt Hog I put in its own little bucket with a number of other apps that work exactly the same. Receipt Hog's been around the longest, so in terms of trust, I don't think the money that you earn is going to go away immediately. I think that they have some longevity, where some of the other mobile apps that we see that come into this type of market don't last long. The way that these apps are making money, though, this is what I'm hesitant about. I don't really promote them. I don't put them in my lists of top mobile apps or whatever, because they make their money by data mining and selling your data. So there's no manufacturer paying for the rebate. Like the Ibotta 150 off of Venus Gillette and Procter & Gamble are paying for this coupon. That's where they're earning their revenue from, not from selling your data. Receipt Hog and everybody else, they're selling your data. That's how they make their money. It's how they give the points for you to earn back to then get gift cards with. I'm kind of hesitant against that. I'm not a big fan of you data mine me and sell my data. I actually get really miffed when I Google something and then Facebook, that's all Facebook shows me ads for. I don't want Facebook to know that, and it probably shouldn't bother me, but it just does for some reason. So Receipt Hog is out for me. I can't handle that part of it, but it is a good way to earn some other little gift cards on the side. So I'd kind of put it in the swag bucks category, which is what they're doing as well as they watch you search and do other things. But I don't know that everybody wants to jump in on it. But it is a way to earn some extra gift cards. Let's see. I have $42 on my Ibotta, but I can't get it to cash out. That's interesting, Kay, that you can't. It is really easy to accumulate rebates. I agree. But if you're having issues with it cashing out, you might want to send their customer service an email just to get it cleared up so that when you want your money, you can actually get it. Heidi is saying, oh, you caught up on the Rebates. Never mind. Let's see. And then Lisa says, what about MobiSave? So we haven't really gone to MobiSave at all. We've talked Ibotta and Checkout 51 and have minimally talked Saving Star, really, for that matter. MobiSave is fourth on my list. It's one to keep on your phone, but it's not one that you're going to use a ton. They have maybe 40-ish offers, sometimes less than that, given the week. You're going to go to the store, you buy the item, you submit the receipt, and you actually get your money back instantly in a PayPal account or through. That's the only way they do it, but it's pretty nice. You don't have to wait for a threshold or anything like that to cash out. MobiSave does have the largest number of complaints with issues with receipts. So if your receipt is slightly blurry, or for me, the last one that I tried to submit was a Walmart receipt that really the cashier needed to have like replaced the toner in the receipt printer. They didn't take it. It was too faint. They couldn't read it, so they said. So don't be frustrated on those MobiSave receipts. They do have a couple of good offers every now and then. It's just not one that you're going to use all the time. So it's great that they don't have a threshold, because when you do use it, you get your money back. You don't really have to wait, but you're not going to use it a ton. So in my book, Saving Star, Ibotta, and Checkout 51 are the three that you're going to get the most. So hopefully that helps. So let's talk Saving Star. We've hit the Ibotta and the Checkout 51. Saving Star works exactly the same way, but they have some quirks. So Saving Star does not want you to use a coupon with the mobile app. Technically, they have no way to stop you, and they even say that in the frequently asked questions. They say, you know what, we would prefer you to not use a coupon, but we can't stop you. They can, and they will, if your receipt, if you shop at Walmart or Target, especially, because Walmart and Target receipts have changed the way their receipts line up, and they put those coupons that you use. So if I use a printable coupon for this, it's going to show up directly underneath the item, and then keep moving on down, versus the grocery stores where I buy all the items and then I have all the coupons listed below. Saving Star doesn't have a way to know what those coupons were, what they went to. They have no way to decipher that information off of a grocery receipt, but on a Walmart receipt, it's right there. And that's what they would prefer. So that is one that you need to be ready for. In general, Walmart and Target not really matching a Saving Star offer with a paper coupon. They will not reimburse you in the end for that offer. The other thing with Saving Star is that, unlike Ibotta and Checkout 51, where you can jump through that little tiny hoop or learn that little fact after you purchase it, with Saving Star, you really do need to go in, just make it a habit of selecting all the offers that are in their system. It doesn't matter. Save them to your account, whether you use them or not. They're at least saved for you. And then, if I purchase that item, I'm going to get the money back. Saving Star does work with a few more stores that are card-based than Ibotta does. So if I shop at CVS, Food Lion, Lowe's Foods, there's a number of Piggly Wiggly, Rite Aid. That's just what shows up in my little inbox for what's in my area, that I can plug in store cards to all of those. I go and shop at CVS and I buy some Kellogg's cereal, then Saving Star is going to give me that money back instantly without me having to submit any receipts. All that matters is that I went and saved the receipt first, and if I don't, then I'm going to be kind of out of luck. I won't have that at all kind of saved in my account. I won't be able to earn that money. So just that you get it into the right order. With Saving Star, when you have $20 saved up, you can get that money out in a direct deposit to your bank or in gift cards. And the direct deposit makes some people cringe. But just to let you know, Saving Star is really owned by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which is owned by the federal government. So they know who you are. Just do the direct deposit. We've done that for years. You won't have any issues with it. But it's a way to just get your money back within 2 days, really, and when you go to cash out. Let's see. So Christina asked a great question, and I'm sorry, guys, on the YouTube side, I had the comments blocked behind a screen. So Christina asks, I have my coupons set as PDFs on my computer, which, by the way, for anyone that doesn't know already, if you use Chrome to print your coupons from coupons.com, you will be allowed to save them as a PDF if you want. And when I go to print it, it says that I can print it multiple times. No, that's the hold up there. Do not do that. So if I print through Chrome, I will always get that print preview box, and it will always say, how many do you want? And you can up it to how many you think you want. don't do that. As soon as you up the number, what you've done really is made copies of all of your printable coupons beyond the first set. So print one set and then go the long route back to the coupons.com page and print them again. But you don't want copies because your store will not get reimbursed for them. So I have regular calls with coupons.com corporate and been trying for months to emphasize that this is an issue. But pretty much what they're struggling with is that this is a Chrome issue. It isn't allowed on any other browser, but Chrome basically requires that print preview box to pop up, and there's no way for coupons.com to stop it. So we just have to do a really good job of holding ourselves accountable and printing that one set of coupons and then going back and printing them again. That said, I'm not opposed to printing to PDF at all. That is a great way. If I'm working from the car and we're driving or my husband's driving somewhere, I'm not driving, don't worry. My husband's driving and I'm working and I see a great coupon that I want to print, I can pull up Chrome and I can print from my laptop, basically, right there in the car and save it and then print it as soon as we get home and we're around a printer. So it has some perks, but just print one and not multiple copies by any means. Let's see. And Nicole's asking, has anyone been to the new store Lidl? So I've had a lot of emails on Lidl. Lidl's opening up in North Carolina and Virginia and on up the East Coast. Lidl is a Aldi competitor. They are another European country that's coming over into the American market. And when you go in, you're going to feel like you just walked into Aldi. Exact same concept, exact same types of prices and deals in the sense that it's a whole bunch of house brands and an occasional national brand. So you can shop there if you want. You're going to get some savings, especially on some items that you would normally buy house brands for those items. Keep in mind, even with Aldi, and even Aldi shoppers will say this, they will agree, you still get better prices with the BOGOs in the grocery stores. So it's the choosing to shop there because you're getting lower prices on everything that most people head to Aldi and become Aldi loyalists, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're kind of saving the most money. Irene says, why not start in South Florida? South Florida is kind of a scary place to start a new grocery store. So I don't know that you're going to see Lidl anytime soon down in that neck of the woods. But they may make it eventually as they come in. So their goal, I think, for this year is to open 100 stores across the East Coast within the next year and a half, which is a pretty big goal for coming into a new country. But hopefully you can eventually see them. It's just a really tough market with a lot of different kind of cultural and just different shopping habits in general. Okay. Oh, and someone else on the YouTube side is saying the PDF also pops up if you use Opera. I'll confess I have not used an Opera browser in a very long time, but that is good to know. And to give you guys another comment on printing, Heidi, I don't know if Heidi's still around or not, but Heidi emailed me last week and I didn't get to respond to your email. But in case you didn't know, right now with coupons.com, a lot of people are frustrated because you can only print one or two per period per phone number with their new verification system. But if you switch web browsers, so Heidi was saying, I printed in Chrome where I have verified my phone number, and then I switched over to Firefox. And I chose, instead of verifying a phone number, she chose, no, I'll do it later, which you can still do. They're going to force you eventually, but right now you still have the option to say, no, I'll do it later. And switching to Firefox meant that she could print two more. So just to keep that in mind, if there is a coupon that you really, really want a lot of, or at least want more than two of, that you do have that option to switch web browsers and to still use the old printing system through Firefox or Explorer or one of the other browsers that are out there. So if this is a new concept to you and you're still completely using Internet Explorer on your desktop, it is time to experience new web browsers. Everyone in the web design world would love for you to give up on Internet Explorer, But Chrome and Firefox are completely free to download, and they work on any operating system whatsoever. For someone that's brand new, Tara asks, I don't have any apps and I've never printed any coupons. Where should I start? That is a good question, but a long answer, Tara. What I would recommend is look at the list. So head to Southern Savers, and at the top of the site, you'll see stores, and find the store that you want to shop in. So we want to go to Publix or Bilo or Kroger, one of the major grocery stores, and that list may feel overwhelming. So I want you to pick like 10 things off the list. Make it much smaller for yourself. Pick 10 things, check the little boxes, make a shopping list of those 10 items, and then let's start to find the coupons for those. Maybe they're printables, maybe they are from the Sunday paper and it's from last Sunday and you have that from yesterday. So just gather those 10 items and the 10 coupons to go with those items, and then head to the store. In the end, our goal is to obviously work up to anything that you need that is on the list. It's a long list, so just the things you need. But buying 6 weeks worth of the things that are on the list, 1 week worth of what you have to have. The items that are on the list are on sale. They won't be back on sale for 6 more weeks. That's how the grocery store industry works. So when we see it pop in on the Publix list or the Kroger list, I need to go in and I need to get enough of that item to last me 6 weeks. That doesn't mean that I buy like 37 of these. It means that I buy 2. You will get an idea of what that is for your household. But start really small with those 10 items and then work up. I don't want it to be really overwhelming your first week. I don't want you to sit there for hours on end. Just make this really simple on yourself and get a feel for the lingo, because it is like learning a whole new language, and just starting to get a feel for how the lists work, and then start to head into the store with those 10 items and kind of get your feet wet and build on from there. In terms of the mobile apps, you can jump in feet first if you want and download all the apps, or this first week you could just go with printables and just truly get a feel for it and add in some of those other things in a few more weeks if you wanted to. And Heidi was sharing on the story that I just gave you on the printables that she was with Chrome and Internet Explorer. Those were the 2 that she grabbed. So Jessica says, I have Sprouts coming soon to my area. What's your opinion? So Jessica, we cover Sprouts on the site now. We added them a couple of months ago. Sprouts is great for fresh produce deals, super, super cheap fresh produce. And everything else in the store is almost like a Whole Foods. So it's a lot of organic in that whole line. If those aren't items that you regularly purchase, I may swing in for the produce, but I would ignore the rest of the store. They do, however, have a monthly booklet with a ton of coupons in it. And a lot of them are manufacturer's coupons, but they say use at Sprouts. You can actually use them in Publix. So if you're in the area and you have a Publix nearby and a Sprouts, because I know they're growing in the Atlanta area, so that's where I'm kind of guessing that you live, I would grab those monthly coupon books and then save them for when they pop in at Publix. If you're not randomly going to go to Sprouts, I don't want to make the trip just to grab the coupon book, but grab some produce while you're there. Anna says, when can we talk about Costco's and Sam's? Anna, how about next week? Sounds like a good plan. I'm actually working on 2 different posts on Costco versus Sam's, and then some top things to buy. I went to our Costco for the first time this past week. Even though I've seen them and heard lots of things that folks have grabbed, we got one in our area about 6 months ago, and I just have been dragging my feet to get into the store. So that will be a good time to jump in and, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what to grab. But most of you already know I'm not a huge warehouse fan. Most of the items, probably like 80% of the items in a warehouse club, we will get cheaper other places. And yes, Jenny, let's cover all 3. So next week will be a BJ's, Costco, and Sam's night. I may need some of you to chime in on BJ's. I know all their policies and how they work, but I don't have one. So any of y'all that are BJ's experts can totally bring some BJ's tips and stories to the table too. But we will go through all of that next week. Let's see. I think I'm all caught up on everybody's questions. Yes. Okay. Making sure I didn't miss anything on the YouTube side either. So we kind of hit all those mobile apps. To recap for the night here, we talked Ibotta, we talked MobiSave a little bit, Checkout 51, and Saving Star as the 4 big. And these are mobile apps that are coupon related. Guys, we didn't even get to Target Cartwheel, which I feel horrible about, because Target Cartwheel is, to me, kind of, if you're a regular Target shopper, it's a you should never be in Target without this app. So just to really hit on that one for a quick second, Target Cartwheel is a whole bunch of savings that are like sales that you load to the Cartwheel app, and then at the register you scan the Cartwheel app and you get that off immediately. In Target, to take this and apply it to our Ibottas and everything else, I can go into Target, I can use a Target store coupon from the Sunday paper, I can use a Target Cartwheel offer, a manufacturer's coupon, and then come home and use an Ibotta and a Checkout 51 and everything else. So thanks to Cartwheel, you can go 3 deep coupons in the store and then start pairing in all of your other mobile apps as well. Not to mention the red card, which you can save another 5% with too. So add Target Cartwheel to the list of apps that you're downloading. Since we're talking mobile apps, it would be horrible if we jumped off and we didn't at least mention that one in the mix. Other mobile apps that we will just kind of to say, I would recommend, I have, you know how you can put all your apps in little tiny folders? I have lots of folders on my phone. I'm a very organized OCD phone person. And so I would recommend that you have a little folder just for apps for the stores that you regularly shop in. So the CVS app, the Walmart app, the Walgreens app, all of those individual stores, because each of those apps, not only do they have coupons in them, but they also have extra sales. They have some fun features too. So for me, if I want to look up a deal like this, I'm sitting at my computer, I see these new coupons pop up for Venus, and I want to know how much is that going to cost. I don't want to get in the car and drive to Walmart. That would take me 22 minutes from my house to get to a Walmart. Walmart's app lets you search your local store for in-store prices. So if you ever look at something on Southern Savers and you think, that lady has lost her mind, that is not the price of that razor in my store, well, you can grab the Walmart app yourself and you put in your store and you search for Venus razors, and it's going to show you not only how much they are, but what aisle they're on in the store. So making sure that you have the Walmart app and the Target app both do that for you. For me, it's awesome. It's like getting to pay someone to be in the store to send me prices without having to do that. So grabbing those store apps and having them all in a little tiny folder, you don't have to deal with them on a regular basis, but they can be really helpful to you having them on your phone. Even Publix and Kroger, there's not anything special in either of those store apps, but there is a really quick way to get to their digital coupons. So if I'm in the middle of Publix and I'm thinking, you know what, I know there was a digital coupon on French's Mustard and I didn't load it before I went, it's going to take me 5 minutes to go to the Publix site and to click here and to click here. But if I have the Publix app loaded, then it's 2 little steps. Open the app and click on digital coupons. And honestly, on their website, they do not allow you to search by product. Both of those apps do. So the app is even easier. I can type in French's and I can see whether or not there's a coupon. I can't do that on Publix's website looking at their digital coupons. So they've made the app easier to use than the website. So I would add those to the mix as well as we go through just various apps to load. I know we talked the coupon apps for a really long time, but those are going to help you too, just to have those extra apps right there, easy accessible for you in the store. Okay, someone asked if we would talk Lowe's. I don't. Do you mean like Lowe's Home Improvement or Lowe's like a Lowe's Hardware? So let me know in the comments. We can do kind of other stores hangout if you want and talk some of those definitely. But we will plan for next week to do warehouses. So Sam's, Costco, and BJ's next Monday night, same time, 8:30, always on Monday evenings. If you're just joining in and you've not watched these before, I do have a lot of other videos that we've done that are over on YouTube, including like a 2-hour long professionally taped workshop, basically. Come and learn how to coupon. So head to youtube.com/Southern Savers and you can see all of those as well. Oh, Cheryl, you mean the new grocery store in Lexington? Yes, so Lowe's Foods we cover on Southern Savers. They're exactly like Harris Teeters. They're super fun. Double 99 cents or less every day of the week. 20 coupons will double. So that's what you really want to look for, are the big deals that are going to go with the doubling of coupons. And Mayhing, yes, so most stores do not allow you to load their digital coupons and use a paper coupon with them. The old Buy Low e-coupons did, but the new Buy Low e-coupons are really run through the Plenty Point system, and they don't let us pair any paper coupons at all. And yes, Lowe's Foods is growing all over South Carolina. So folks that are in the Columbia area, the Greenville area, and the Charleston area are all getting Lowe's Foods. And they've already been in North Carolina for a really long time. So I know you guys are probably laughing at us, but we haven't had anyone that doubles coupons 99 cents or less in probably a decade since Harris Teeter left. So we're going to take it and be pretty excited that Lowe's Foods is moving into the area. Okay, well, I'll let you guys all go, and we will talk next Monday night. Send me an email or a Facebook message if you have any deals to share or questions. I will hopefully get you an answer and help you out a little. So hope you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you next Monday night.